damn it. Do you know how many people out there right now are handicapped? They've lived that way all their lives. You think that they don't go around looking for love and looking for happiness?
I can't speak for other people, Bo.
Oh.
I just know you. You're the kind of man that can't be tied down to a woman who can't see. And that's what you would be. You'd be tied to me. I'd have to follow you every place, and I'd have to use you for my eyes.
And that would be such a tremendous burden for me? I can't handle that?
You could handle that for a while, but you'd get tired of it. And what about kids, Bo?
We can handle having kids.
I couldn't even watch them. How they wouldn't even be safe with me. You're painting this rosy picture that's totally unrealistic.
No. No, the only thing unrealistic is what you're saying right now, darling. I can't believe that you have really thought all this out completely. I think what you need to do, you just need to get a little bit more used to your condition right now before you start making pronouncements. Okay? Didi?
Look, I know in my heart that I'm right about this, Bo. I don't have to think it through. Okay. I can't marry you like this. I'd never forgive myself. You're only going to end up resenting me.
Okay, that's it. That's it. We don't talk any more about this tonight. All right? Because I'm leaving right now, and you're going to sleep. Tell me one thing. Do you love me? Answer me, Dee.
Yes, I love you, but that's not the issue here, Bo.
That is the only issue here, Dee.
Oh, so neither one of you remember where you were?
It was a new place.
We were driving along and we saw it there. What was it called?
Did either one of you eat anything, or did you just drink your whole dinner?
Of course not, Don. Of course not.
No, I guess the champagne just kind of went to our heads.
Champagne? Champagne? You were celebrating? Mm-hmm. What? The fact that I wasn't home?
In a way, yeah.
Oh, Clint, don't be so silly. We were celebrating the fact that Kevin and Joey were home.
Not by that.
Really? Is that a fact? Isn't that interesting? You know, according to Kim, you put them in a cab and sent them home alone with her. You jumped in a cab and you took off. You went out. I mean, after months and months of being away from you, you didn't even come home with them, have dinner with them, and tuck them into bed?
On second thought, Tina, that wasn't so good.
Well, Viki, do you have anything to say?
I got afraid. We had such a wonderful time at the
zoo.
The zoo. At the zoo, and then I got overwhelmed and tired.
And tense. She started getting very tense.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm still feeling a little fragile. Just seemed to be the best thing to send them home.
You know, I was just trying to envision the two of you walking through the zoo in those dresses.
Oh, darling, please. Don't be such a bear. The ones we saw at the zoo weren't half as grouchy as you are.
Every time I turn around, less and less makes sense.
Look, I know I don't usually drink too much, but it just happened tonight. If I had known that you were coming home, I would have been here to wait for you.
I want to believe you, you know, I really do.
Oh, my poor husband. Please don't be so mad at me anymore. Please.
Well, when you put it that way, do I have a choice?
How about I go make us all some coffee? Then, Viki, would you like some coffee?
It's bedtime, Tina. Forget about the coffee.
Viki, how about you?
No, thank you.
I see. Well, I guess I really don't want any coffee either. Why don't would you like me to help you get up to your room, Viki?
I'll get her up to bed just fine, Tina, thank you. Why don't you go to bed? Good night.
I hope you get me upstairs, because my knees are weak.
Well, I'm sure it's not the booze. It's probably just me.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, watch this.
You gonna carry me?
Just like on our wedding night, honey. One more time.
Nighty-night, Tina. What?
Clint!
What?
Don't forget to give her some aspirin, you know.
Aspirin. Right, Tina. Good night.
Giddy up, horsey!
All right, now when Bo and Rafe were over here to inspect Section B, do you think they saw anything suspicious?
No, nothing that they could point their finger at, but my impression was that they weren't entirely convinced.
Yeah, well, listen, the point is, you showed them a computer chip to a washing machine, right?
Oh, yeah, just like you told me.
All right, well, it doesn't matter what Didi says. They're going to assume that it's the chip you showed them.
Yeah, no, you're probably right, Clay.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. You two idiots are determined to sabotage this operation. I mean, first it's the movie's ruined. Then you lock the broad up in the oven. Now you lose the chip.
Everything's cool now, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Every time I turn around, Bo and Woody, they're either in a private conversation or they're nowhere to be found.
You think they're suspicious of you?
Yeah, I think maybe regarding the stolen film. This constant jabbering about trying to find out who stole the film, they never let me in on any of the details. I gotta find out what they know.
You know, I think maybe your best move is to go and reshoot that missing film.
Oh, sure. I haven't got that kind of dough, Jack. Even with Bo's money, I'm what you call a little overextended at the moment, okay? I mean, I should go into your pocket for this money. I should go into yours and Duff's pocket for the cash.
Come on, you know that I don't have that kind of money yet.
Yet. Now, that is the key word. Until we get into production, full production with the computer chips. Then the money's gonna come a-rolling in from all those countries that our government fortunately considers to be unfriendly, huh?
Yeah, well, which could start happening by mid-November now that we got the mastership back in our possession. You think you could hold Bo and Woody off until then?
Well, I would be a lot more comfortable if they weren't so secretive, and if they weren't so gung-ho.
I don't want to argue with you, Bo. I just want you to leave.
No, I'm not gonna leave until we talk about kids.
What kids?
The kids that we're gonna have.
Oh, come on, please.
What are you trying to say? That if you had kids, you wouldn't be able to love them, you would neglect them, you wouldn't be a good mother to them? What, just because you're blind?
I don't think I'd be a good mother to them. I wouldn't be able to see. I couldn't see my little girl and comb her hair. I couldn't see my little boy and straighten his tie. I couldn't take care of runny noses. I couldn't change diapers.
You're saying you couldn't do any of those things just because you're blind. Didi, you would be able to comb your little girl's hair. You would be able to adjust a little boy's tie. You'd be able to wipe their runny noses better than anybody in the whole PTA. I'll bet you'd be the president of that on top of everything else.
I don't want to talk about the subject anymore, all right?
I know you're not feeling good about anything right now, and I can understand that. You're gonna get over this, Dee.
And I don't need to be talked to like a child.
Well, you don't have to think about handling everything in the world all by yourself. Dee, the two of us together, we can do anything.
Is that it? Is that the pep talk now? Thank you very much. Could you please leave?
You know, sometimes you get something in your head, and I don't care what anybody says to you, you just don't back off, do you?
That's right. I'm not going to back off on this one either. It isn't exactly easy for me to be doing this, you know. I can't see you, Bo. You're going to have to tell me what you're thinking, or you're just staring at me.
I'm just staring at you. I'm staring at the woman that I love, the woman I'm going to marry, and the woman that is going to have my kids, whether she knows it or not.